Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and today I'm proud to be representing this absolutely gorgeous classic 1994 Honda VF750C Magna. This is a V4 power or muscle bike cruiser, and it's in absolutely gorgeous shape. It was owned by an older gentleman who was getting up there in his late 60s and didn't ride the bike much in the last couple of years, but I have a full service record of the motorcycle I can go over with you. It's a fully documented bike, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I would say I'd roll this baby right into the museum the way it is, and it's a perfect representation of the Power Cruiser V4 Magnum. This bike has Honda's iconic V4 engine. Again, fully documented. Go over that with you in a second. And it's super fast. These are capable of low 12-second quarter miles. It's light, comfortable, and easy to control. And will save thousands in the long run compared to a new bike in terms of the purchasing price, sales tax, property taxes, and insurance. So the bike has some Honda motorcycle accessories like the backrest and the luggage rack. We just charged the battery on it, ran a compression test on it. It has approximately 200 psi on all 4 cylinders. Did a full detail on it, washed it, waxed it, steam cleaned it, and generally just gave it a good thorough cleaning. The bike hasn't been run much in the last few years, and with the ethanol gas in it, the carburetor got gummed up, so the carburetors are going to need to be cleaned. We have about a 2-year backlog on restorations and service here right now. We have 98 bikes waiting to be done. So we're going to sell this one as is. I'll go over the documentation really quickly. We have the previous registration. Can you see this? The previous registration, the actual original 1994 owner's manual in a bag so it never gets wet. The title, so there's no issues with registering it. Full service records from 11,000 miles on up of each oil change and what was done to the bike. The actual Honda copy of a printed copy of the Honda service manual and a receipt for the tire, $150 tire, rear tire. As you can see, the tire's got like no miles on it. The bike hasn't been ridden much at all in the last 10 years. The gentleman who purchased it, like I said, was getting older, so didn't ride it much. So the bike's in fantastic shape, front to back. This 750 will blow the side panels off of most 1500cc V-twins. It's definitely a high performance engine. I'm going to read you an article from Cruiser magazine from 2009 where they did a write-up on the bike. And it says, they say, no substitute for cubic inches. That is except for efficiency. Let an engine breathe, spin it hard, and make it efficient. Who needs all those bulky cubic inches? That's the story of Honda 750 Magna. Each of the liquid-cooled 748cc V4 engine cylinders breathes through its own 34mm carb and 4 valves operated by overhead cannons. It revs to 9,700 RPM, which is screaming for a cruiser-style motorcycle. Combine that sort of engine intensity with the Magna's modest 538-pound weight, and you get a 750 that's capable of outrunning not only big twins, but even Honda's Big 6, the Valkyrie, which we actually have one of those for sale too. If you want a Valkyrie, we have one listed right now also. The Magna's low 12-second quarter mile times confirmed. This is a genuine muscle bike. That's why there's a checkered flag, I think, on the tank decal. Honda knows this thing's fast. The Magna makes its power over RPM. It will run and accelerate as down low as 1,500 RPM, but when the revs begin to build, the Magna leaps ahead of those other middleweight cruisers and will quickly vanish up the road if it becomes an all-out race. It is geared a bit lower than the other 800s, which means it has plenty of power in hand on the highway, allowing quick passes even if you don't downshift. If you do, it jumps past slow four-wheelers like they're going backwards. Around town, it rewards those willing to shift the 5-speed gearbox, which is nicely staged and shifts positively. However, even those who are gear shift reverse will have no trouble scooting ahead of traffic because this bike has power everywhere from 1,500 RPM up. The Magna is willing and able to tolerate extended slipping of the clutch off the line if you're going to do some drag racing. And unlike early Magnas, the current version has a chain final drive, which transfers power efficiently and has fewer clicks and is easier to replace if it needs to be replaced ever. The 90-degree V4 is smooth at normal speeds and even at most high RPM speeds as well. The riding position is close to that of a standard style motorcycle with a slightly low forward handlebar bend and the foot pegs farther rearward than most conventional cruisers. The saddle is wide, well padded and flat, and well suited for all-day riding, and the suspension is compliant yet well dampened and effectively subdues most bumps and ripples. Factor in the long roominess provided by the 65-inch wheelbase, and the Magna is comfortable for most riders, even on day-long rides. The steering is light, steady, and precise, more responsive than what is found on V-twins, and the well-sorted suspension and chassis all make Honda's V4 Cruiser steady, even-heeled, and well handling in a bumpy corner or cutting through truck waves on the interstate, or truck wakes, excuse me. The tachometer is a necessity and adds to the performance cruiser character of the Magna. So do the 4 mufflers, 2 on each side of the bike, a feature that puts it in the company of those rare cruisers that look equally good from either side, as a dual exhaust on both sides. Although the engine is a high-performance machine, the Magna shares the balanced quality of the Valkyrie with less bulk, more classic lines, and a friendlier price. It will operate with any street riding plan you can devise, whether it's commuting, touring, cruising the strip, drag racing, or chasing down a mountain road, or facing off against big twins in impromptu street drags. And don't forget, it's also faster than the Valkyrie. Low 12-second quarter mile, so it can challenge Honda's 6 if the twins are too easy to beat up on. So that's obviously that was well reviewed. These Hondas are engineered just amazing. The quality and fit. This is when you sit on this bike. This does not feel like a 1994 motorcycle. It feels like a new bike. Everything, all the switch houses are perfect and crisp. None of the writing is damaged on any of the switches. All the chrome is in beautiful shape. The paint is shiny and pretty. The bike doesn't appear to ever have been dropped. The engine's great compression. So clean the carbs up on this thing, and you're ready for another 20 years of riding. This thing's legendary Honda quality, and this one's an absolutely gorgeous bike. Super comfortable, fast, ride it all day. You know, a new bike like this, you're going to drop $10,000 to $15,000. It's not necessary. You could buy this bike. We have a really low reserve on it, and a low entry price, very low insurance, very low taxes, and you got yourself an awesome bike. And it doesn't look dated. I mean, we have a lot of bikes come through here, and I guess what I'll call this design of this bike is kind of timeless. It doesn't, it's kind of like a Harley Davidson. It doesn't go out of style. It's just a real classic look. So if you have any questions about the bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Also want to point out it has a saddlebag support, so if you get up over the seat set of saddlebags, it's already set. Those are already installed. You've got the backrest. You've got the luggage rack. If you want to take this thing up to Laconia or down to Daytona, just clean the carbs and run it. It's got a brand new tire. Doesn't even have more than a few hundred miles on it. So if you have any questions, give us a call. We can ship this bike anywhere in the country for under $500. Proceeds of the sale are going to fund the New England Motorcycle Museum restoration project. So if you have any questions, give us a call. Yeah, okay? Good luck bidding on it. God bless America.